Hello, thanks for joining Nation's Restaurant News at the ICR Xchange. We're here in Miami, Florida for the first and largest restaurant and retail investment conference of the year. Today I have joining me David Prokupek from Smashburger, CEO of Smashburger, large regional chain that many of us at Nation's Restaurant News know well, a former Hot Concepts winner. But for those of us that don't know Smashburger intimately, let us know a little bit more about your brand.
Sure. Well, we got started 4 years ago in Denver. We're about 140 restaurants today. We're on the way, we think, to being the #1 better burger player, here in the States and aspirationally around the globe. So we think we've got the best $5 burger out there in the market.
Nice. The #1 burger player. That's a pretty bold statement. We have Five Guys, and today you even mentioned In-N-Out, which I thought was very interesting in terms of obviously much more QSR chain and very regional. But talk to me a little bit about what you meant in terms of In-N-Out being a competitor.
Sure. Well, I think that Americans love burgers, and from my perspective, one of their favorite burgers, I think, is ours. I was asked who the leaders were going to be in the better burger category, and you have to talk about Five Guys. And I always say that the dark horse, if they were willing to go national, is In-N-Out. I think they have a tremendous cult following. They put out a great product. People love them. They've just decided to grow, at the pace they've decided to grow at.
In terms of growth, you spoke also today about growing as one system in terms of the corporate operators as well as the franchisees. Talk to us a little bit about why that's so important for Smashburger.
Sure. I came to the restaurant industry about 4 years ago, more from a financial background, and I felt as I looked at our industry that many companies divided their companies between corporate and franchise, and inherently it didn't make any sense to me. And so when we came, we just said we're going to just have this core value of one Smashburger, one way to run the brand, lots of visibility on what we're doing, and just really having a lot of clarity both with our franchise partners and our corporate partners. And so we've done that almost from the beginning.
Menu pricing has been top of mind for nearly every operator in the industry right now. We have rising commodity costs, a very value-conscious consumer still for the second or third year in a row here. So what is Smashburger doing in 2012 for menu pricing?
In a nutshell, for 2012, we're holding our prices constant. We didn't take any pricing in 2011. In fact, our traffic was up nicely and our check was flat. And as we grow our brand and make ourselves more aware, we want to make Smashburger as affordable as we can to as many people. So with our entry-level burger at $4.99, I've been really resistant to want to, raise it above that. And I just think as we grow, we're going to find lots of other ways to bring more money to the bottom line than taking price right now.
And $4.99, I just have to throw this in there. So I live in New York, and you just opened in Brooklyn, and you kept the $4.99 price tag even in that market. Is that right?
Yeah, we brought Denver pricing to Brooklyn, and so we can do well at that price, and so we said why not, and did do it.
Give us a sense of what's ahead for Smashburger in terms of unit growth, perhaps sales projections, anything you'd like to share with us.
Well, 2012 is going to be another exciting year. I think we'll add, as you said, about 60 restaurants this next year. We should finish the year a little over 200 restaurants. And I'd say in 2013 we should be on track to be at 300 to 325 restaurants. So part of the plan is to continue to get national. We're in about 30 states as we are today. And then this year will be our first year for international growth. So we'll be opening in Calgary, Canada in April. We'll be opening in Kuwait probably in March or April timeframe. And probably Central America before the end of the year's out. So, another good year in front of us.
And I am going to throw in one more. For those of you who know me, I'm a huge burger fan, but we neglected to talk about the fact that you have much more on your menu, which is a big differentiator between the Five Guys of the world. So just briefly tell us what else is on the menu available at Smashburger and how that's worked for you as a brand.
So I always say we were born with chicken and salads along with our burgers. And so we have signature chicken. It's a pounded chicken sandwich that's not smashed, but flat grilled on our grill. It's a lot of proprietary seasonings and toppings. We've got farm fresh salads. We actually just introduced a veggie burger that's a black bean burger that's smashed on the grill the same way our hamburger is. And so we probably have 20% of our entrees that are not burger and are finding that our customers want that to be able to use us as frequently as possible. So it's been a really important part of our strategy.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A smashed black bean burger. Wow. Well, I really want to thank so much, Dave, for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining Nation's Restaurant News at the ICR Xchange.